Got another Hammerli video today, and if you haven't checked out the previous video with that Hammerli straight pull bolt action rifle, I'll link that up, of course, at the end of this video. But today we've got the Hammerli, and I get that rifle and this one confused. So forgive me if in subsequent videos I mix those up. The little 1911 22 from Hammerli Arms here is called the Forge. That bolt action called the Force. So both starting with F, both very similar names. It's understandable, but yeah, just a little 1911 22. And I got to say, as far as 1911 22s go, and I've got it sitting right over here, the little Colt railgun from Walther, Colt license, of course, from Walther, has been absolutely phenomenal for years. I've got no reason to suspect that the Hammerli here is going to be any different. And the reason is both are marked Umarex. Now, if you know anything about the company structures there, Umarex, Walther, Hammerli Arms, they're all there right there in the same family. So just a different take, I think, on the 1911 22. Differences that kind of stand out to me. Honestly, there's only one, and that is the aesthetics, kind of the serrations or whatever there on the slide. But either way, as I said in that previous video with that rifle, Hammerli, a well-known brand for decades, international competition, Olympic competition, just a phenomenal company, and was really happy to see this little 1911 22 because I'm happy to see that Walther Umarex, the parent company of Hammerli Arms now. By the way, they've owned them since I think 2006. Glad to see them doing some more, commercial, not necessarily high-end competition firearms. So let me show you the Colt railgun here. Boom, here it is. There's the Colt railgun, the Hammerli Force, the Colt railgun, the Hammerli Force, the Colt railgun, the Hammerli Force, and you can see they are very, very close to being the same there. So let's put some targets up. Not going to be shooting that Colt railgun today. Plenty of videos on that on the channel, so you can check those out if you want. We're going to be putting rounds down range with the little Hammerli 1911 22. So let me get some ears and we'll get started. Just some rounds on steel, about 15 yards away. Got some Remington Thunderbolt. Here we go. Pretty cool. Everything cycled well. Now, I want to try something out. We talked earlier about how the little Hammerli Force here, I think, is pretty much the same as that Colt railgun. Let's swap magazines between the two. Let's put the Colt railgun magazine in this, run some shots on steel, and just see if everything works out or not. All right, magazine from that Colt railgun in the Hammerli. Lock up. Nice positive lockup. Let's see if everything cycles. Swap the ammo on this, though. I did go with that with some Federal Champion instead of the Remington Thunderbolts, but here we go. Without a hitch, so that sort of supports my little theory, I think, that the Colt railgun and the Hammerli, both being, Umarex marked, going to be very, very similar, if not the same handgun. Going to kick things off here with an old staple, some Remington Thunderbolt. We are 25 yards from our little 4x6 target labels. Let's see what it'll do. Everything ran fine for sure. Group size from here, at least, doesn't look too bad. We will check that in a minute. Next up, we've got some pretty common bulk ammo here, the Federal Champion stuff. I don't have the original box, so forgive me for that. Let's see what this stuff will do. Here we go. Well, that does not look half bad. Ran well. So let's move on. Next up, we're going to try some high dollar ammo, some Federal Gold Medal Ultra Match. And this is going to be a lot lower velocity than what we've shot previously here. So going to be really interesting to see if it even cycles. That stuff does cycle in that Colt railgun. So here we go. Definitely a difference in the recoil impulse. All right, everything cycled. That's pretty doggone impressive with that lower velocity match ammunition. Now let's go take a look at the targets. Check it out. We have a visitor on our range. How about that? At this point, you shouldn't be a stranger to our 4x6 labeled targets. The left here, the Thunderbolt, middle, Federal Champion, right, the Federal Gold Medal Match. I think the overall size of the groups here at 25 yards. Let's keep in mind this center white is 1 inch. Overall group sizes pretty doggone close there. Might be a slight edge to the Federal Gold Medal Match, which there should be for the price difference in that stuff. Got several rounds pretty close to on top of each other. And then the other two, I don't know, man. Maybe the Champion group over the Thunderbolt there, but definitely let me know what you think. I say overall, 3 pretty doggone decent groups. Each one of those well within an inch at 25 yards. A little bit of verdict, a little bit of opinion on the little Hammerli 1911 here. Trigger, not bad. About what you would expect from a 1911 22. Slide, really easy to rack compared to most larger caliber 1911s, and that's common too. Cycled all the ammo fine. Group sizes, of course, were fine. Still a little bit on the fence as to if this is basically identical to that Colt railgun from Walther. It would stand to reason that it pretty much is, with a few slight tweaks to the aesthetics or something like that. As far as the handling, as far as the reliability, as far as the accuracy, I can say it's on par with that Colt railgun. Absolutely, for sure. So really cool to have the Hammerli shield, the Hammerli branding, all that cool stuff on a little 1911 22. If you own a 1911 in larger calibers, having the little 22 to plink around with, to have fun, can be a awesome asset to have. If you want to check out that video I mentioned at the top of this video on that bolt action Hammerli rifle, then that one's waiting for you right here. It's going to do it for this one, though. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.